Welcome on in, fellow weebs and otakus. Now, about a week or two ago, I did make a community post showing that I got a new bookshelf. Now, if you guys looked at the picture, I kind of didn't organize the manga properly and I kind of just tossed it on there, and there's a lot of other random stuff on the shelf which is not manga. So I thought I would take the opportunity to organize it and kind of make a video about it. Here we are, guys. We're going to be doing a manga organizing video and a manga tour at the same time, showing you my manga collection, which consists of 200 plus manga volumes, which are mostly, shorter series. So you guys will definitely find some gold here, some manga series or manga volumes that may interest you. Now, before I hop into this video, I do want to give you guys a huge shout out and a thank you to everyone that has subscribed to this channel. If you guys haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the content or you see yourself coming back to this channel, please leave a like or show some kind of support. It does help the channel a lot. I mean, it's only been about roughly 2 years, I would say, since I made my first video. I mean, looking back on it now, it's a little bit embarrassing, looking back on my older setup that I had way back then. But of course, you got to start somewhere, and you guys were there, every step of the way. So I do appreciate the support and thank you once again. So after I got everything off the shelves, the next thing I just wanted to do was, just quickly clean the shelves off, get all the dust off. Now with that out of the way, it's time to start. We're golden, we can start putting manga on the shelf. So for this first shelf, I didn't really have a specific theme or, a certain way of organizing it, but I did take some of the manga that I had that was kind of colorful. For example, you can see the quintessential volumes are, they have all those colors, vibrant colors, and it kind of matches with Food Wars. So I decided to put them side by side. But otherwise, for this shelf, I mostly just put all the feel-good manga, feel-good series, kind of slice of life, harem, romance. Alrighty guys, so we're starting off with the first shelf here. So we got quintessential manga, which again, I have covered this on my channel if you guys don't already know that. I have the first box set, I fully opened that. I'm not finished reading it. So the second box set, it's still sealed. I just like to leave things in their brand new state unless I'm going to use it or I'm going to read it right away. So moving on to Food Wars, which as of right now I only have 10 volumes. I know for a fact that Food Wars is finished, so it has finished publishing, which is great. I might collect it, I might not. Next manga on the list is Puella Magi Madoka Magical Series Complete Omnibus Edition. Finally, we have The Flowers of Evil. You guys probably saw it on my shelf quite a few times. I've had it for a couple of years now. But yeah, this is the full series, presented in omnibus format. But yeah, that's it for the first shelf. Now, the second shelf does have a theme. For this one, I kind of wanted to focus more on the classic manga that I have collected, mostly the Tokyo Pop volumes. And lo and behold, most of them kind of fit in this one shelf. So it was pretty nice to see that I was able to, successfully fit most of the older manga that I have on this shelf. But I do want to point out that I don't know why the GTO volumes kind of look different there, especially for volumes 3 and 4, which is a little strange. I don't know why Tokyo Pop decided to do that. As I mentioned, this is the OG shelf. I like to call it the OG shelf. I got Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. I think I don't have the full volumes here. I think I'm missing only one volume, which is a shame because this is actually worth a lot, guys. It's worth a fortune on eBay. Right beside it, we have GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. Once again, another very rare manga, Tokyo Pop. I mean, most of the Tokyo Pop manga nowadays is worth a lot. So if you guys have some, laying around, please treasure it, preserve that. You don't know what it's going to be worth in the future. To be honest with you, all this manga here, most of it, I got from Facebook Marketplace. Beck and GTO, I got in a full together from one person. And they just threw them inside a plastic bag from what I remember. I got a bargain deal on this stuff, man. This was $30. So moving on, we have Earthian. Now this is a romantic manga, I think. I'm not too sure, I haven't done my research. This was kind of a blind buy, to be honest with you. Didn't really know what this manga is about. But yeah, this is the full Earthian set. Now, one thing I do like about Earthian is you see the design on the front cover. It has these kind of like branches. I don't know. It has this weird pattern on the front cover, and you can actually feel the texture. very, very interesting. I've never seen this before on a manga. So, props to them, trying something different. So next on the list, we got another classic manga, classic anime, Card Captors Sakura. If you guys don't know about this, I don't even know what to say. Don't even talk to me, You might as well unsub from this channel. No, I'm just kidding. I need the subs, guys. Please don't unsub. I'm pretty sure this is the complete collection for the original Card Captors manga. This is Dragon Ball Z Volume 1. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how I have this or where I got it from. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, ew. I did give Zexal a fair try, but I couldn't get into it, so this one is also a standalone volume, single volume. Yume Kira Dream Shop, I'm honestly not too sure. I think this was given to me actually as a gift. But yeah, this is pretty old, early 2000s. But yeah, guys, that's it for the second shelf, so we'll be moving on to the next one. For this one, I tried to go for more like a horror theme, so I took the manga that I mostly have that are like horror centered. Of course, we got, Junji Ito. So I took all the Junji Ito volumes, lined them up from left to right, and then I put Parasite next to it, which lined up perfectly, After that, I just tried to find what other hardcover manga volumes I had that, kind of matched up with Parasite and the Junji Ito volumes. So I tried to go for a more consistent size across the bookshelf. So you guys can see the lineup pretty nice. It looks very nice on the shelf. So for the left-hand side of the shelf, we have mostly Junji Ito volumes from here, which is Liminal Zone. So all the way from here to here are all Junji Ito. And then we have some Parasite volumes here, which are the full color editions. Most likely I will collect the rest of the Parasite, manga volumes for the full color edition. And I recommend that you guys do as well. I think there's 8 in total. So by the end of it, when I have all of these collected, on the shelf it's going to spell out Parasite, like each letter is each manga volume, which is pretty cool. So next on the list, we got Chobits. Once again, a great little, short series to collect. I did make a review on this on my channel as well. I think there are 4 in total for the omnibus hardcover editions. So I may actually pick up the rest of them, I don't know. Next, we got Levius. I did get a comment about this on one of my videos asking, what that silver manga volume is. So I was a little confused what they meant by that. So I'm assuming they meant Levius, so there you guys have it. And again, I did cover this on my channel. If you guys want to check out the review, this is an omnibus edition, so it includes the full, you get the full Levius experience in here. Of course, this doesn't include the sequel series. Last couple volumes, All You Need Is Kill, which again I covered on this channel. Solani, I don't know how to say that, guys. I honestly suck at pronouncing manga names. Solanine, I'm gonna say. And Haru's Curse, and finally we have another, which is a complete omnibus edition once again. But yeah, guys, that's it for this shelf, and let's move on to the next one. So I finally had the opportunity to take the Demon Slayer manga out of the box set, which was very nice. It was a very, very nice feeling getting the Demon Slayer manga out and just lining the manga volumes across the shelf. So this shelf is pretty much dedicated to Demon Slayer. But I did have some extra room at the end, so I decided to stick in, the Fire Force box set, which, looked pretty nice and it fit evenly in there. And the funny thing is, I had the right amount of space between the Demon Slayer volumes and the Fire Force box set that I could take like the last Demon Slayer volume and I just flipped it so the artwork was kind of facing outwards. I don't know, I think aesthetically that just looks very nice on the shelf. So here you are, guys. The next shelf, I basically completely dedicated this to Demon Slayer, but I did have some extra space here near the end. So I have like Fire Force at the end there just to, cover up that small space. So that's the full set, 23 volumes. And I kind of wanted to, change it up a bit since I had some extra space. So I did, kind of show off one of the volumes here. I kind of like showing the volumes off. It looks kind of nice on the shelf. But yeah, I know some of you guys might be like, well, I thought you collect short manga series. Well, how does Demon Slayer count as a short manga? Well, I mean, to me personally, it still classifies as a short manga series because it's only like 20 to 30 volumes, 23 volumes to be exact, but it's less than like 40 volumes, So I don't know, I think between 20 to 30 volumes is still kind of a short manga series in my opinion, but This is definitely the only one I have that's like 23 volumes right now anyway. But yeah, guys, that's it for this shelf. So yeah, I think we can move on. So for this next shelf, I had a lot of the Seven Seas manga, which I decided to line up starting from left to right. So I have all, the Seven Seas volumes lined up in one area instead of me having to look all over the bookshelf. So in that sense, I did try to keep it consistent. And it does look nice, a lot of the volumes are the same size. Now at the end here, I did have some trouble because I was trying to fit the Death Note volumes there. So I had like 12 Death Note volumes that I'm just trying to squeeze into this, small little space near the end. Luckily, it was just enough space. I did have to kind of try, squeeze it in a bit more than usual. So starting off on the left-hand side, I got Orange. Complete box set here. This one has not been opened. I did make a video about the Orange box set. I got in the mail, which was all torn up and stuff. Since it was already open, I kind of made a review on it. If you guys want to check it out, I ordered the box set from Amazon or something. And it was just all torn apart, Somebody already went through it. The cardboard was all messed up. Next, the manga I talk about a lot, Yokohama Kadaishi Kiko. Great little short series. I think all in all, this is going to have about 5 or 6 volumes, I think, from what I remember. Of course, I might be wrong on that. But after that, we have a lot of shorter, single volume manga series. So Summer Ghost, Seinen the Common Girl, Love in Hell, Dirty Pair, and I have the Orange Omnibus. I have the complete box set, so I don't know if I'm going to collect the rest of the omnibuses, probably not. Next we got Death Note. Now Death Note is the first manga I started collecting. I bought the very first volume, I believe it was from a Costco, and you guys can kind of see there's some yellowing on the pages here, which is quite a shame. We don't like to see yellowing, but this was definitely a tight squeeze getting this on the shelf here. But that is the complete series. The only volume that's missing here from Death Note, which is, I didn't have space to put it here. I have it on a different shelf. Well, you guys will see what I'm talking about later. I'll talk about it more. But that's basically it for this shelf. So for this shelf, there wasn't any real theme that I was going for. I had the Cells at Work box set, so I just decided to line that from the left. After that, it's mostly, just some random manga volumes I had laying around. So from there, I just tried to organize these random manga volumes from height. So starting with the largest manga volume to the smallest. Overall, I think it turned out pretty good, but I did have some extra space at the end. So I guess when I do, get more manga volumes, I'll be able to get that space, filled out. So here we have the next shelf, which isn't really organized in any particular fashion. A lot of these manga volumes are just single volume, incomplete manga that I collected a couple of years ago. So starting off on the left-hand side, we have the Cells at Work, complete box set, guys. So if you guys are perceptive, you might have noticed I have a volume here in the middle here between Paradise Kiss and the box set, which does not have a spine. It doesn't really have any letters on the spine. So I'm just gonna pull that out and show you what it is. It is My Promise to You. This is not a manga. This is literally a blind buy. I just happened to see it on Amazon and I picked it up because I was like, hey, what's this? It was only $1 to $2. So yeah, this is a self-published manga book, light novel, whatever you want to call it. I believe it was published by Roberto Serrato Jr. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. Maybe it's good. I don't know. If it is, I'll let you guys know. So next we got Paradise Kiss 20th Anniversary Edition. I reviewed this on the channel as well. Do you like nerdy nurses? Goodbye Eri. Stories of Edgar Allan Poe. Vinland Saga, which honestly, I don't really need this anymore. I was literally about to say I don't need this anymore. I'm going to sell it, and the poster just fell. So that was kind of, maybe that's some kind of subliminal message that I should keep it. Again, I don't really need this anymore because I do have the the deluxe edition. So this is kind of dead weight to me. I'll try. I did try selling it, but nobody was interested. But next we have Higurashi on the list. This is the first 2 volumes. I don't really plan on finishing this anytime soon. So next up, we have a bunch of random manga. I'm just going to move this to the side. This is Chainsaw Man short stories written by the author of Chainsaw Man. These are works that he did when he was I believe this is his age, from age 22 to age 26. These are the stories that he wrote, kind of like one-shots, short stories. But I don't have the other volume. There's another volume to this. So I'm going to grab that and probably make a full review on it. Again, pretty cool. My Hero Academia, first volume. Re:Zero, first volume. Seven Deadly Sins, first volume. What is this? Alice the 19th, first volume. Once again, another OG series, back early 2000s. Don't know how many volumes this is, but yeah. And then we have Diablo, which again, I have no idea what this is, but it is Tokyo Pop published. So it's probably pretty rare, which is why I'm keeping it. I have a random Junji Ito volume here because it doesn't fit in with the rest. Because all the other Junji Ito volumes I have are hardcover. It doesn't align on the bookshelf with the rest of the volumes, as you guys can see. I Hear the Sunspot, Nichijou, Garden of Words. These are all single volume manga. And finally, 2 volumes of I Am a Hero, which I don't think I'm going to collect the rest of this. It's very rare to find. I don't know why. Last but not least, I have this, which you guys saw me move, the Japanese version, so I can't really read it. But I do know they republished this, re-released it, and it's called The Last Quartet, if you guys are interested. It's made by the same person who made Nana. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. I think it's also a short series as well. So for this next shelf, I did kind of have a theme that I was aiming for, which is more like romance / feel-good type manga. So again, most of the manga that's on this shelf is, centered around, having romance elements to it. The only exception I would say, if anything, is K-On! Omnibus Edition, which is, mostly just feel-good / slice of life. But yeah, for the most part, my aim for this shelf was to have mostly shoujo manga. Alright guys, we are nearing the end here. I got this shelf left and one more. So let's get right into it. So I got the Silent Voice box set. I was actually planning on reading this. I have seen the movie, obviously. Wolf Children, K-On! Complete Omnibus. We got Sign of Affection. This is 1, 2, 3 volumes. I don't know how many volumes this is going to be, or if this even qualifies as a short series, but I don't think I'm going to be collecting the rest of them as of right now. The God's Lie, which is another great one, single volume manga if you guys are interested. And then after this, we have a lot of older manga series, which I haven't read yet. Well, I'm not referring to After the Rain. Mostly right here, we have Wild Heart, which is volumes 1, 2, and 3. And we have Hana Kimi, which is 1, 2, 3 as well. 2 omnibuses right there. A lot more older, romance series. We also have Dream Saga. I think this is complete, 5 volumes. Finally, we got After the Rain. This is the complete omnibus editions, the complete series here, all 5 volumes. If you guys are into, more mature romance and stuff, I reviewed it on my channel as well, so definitely check it out. And finally, we got You Tomorrow at the Food Court, which is another one I reviewed on this channel. Don't really have much else to show, guys. That's it for this shelf. Last but not least, we have the big boys, the big boy shelf, I like to call it. Now, this is all the manga that I have that comes in larger formats, mostly deluxe editions. We have some, full color editions as well. The only thing I'm concerned about, if anything, is the shelf kind of getting bent or possibly breaking from the weight, because there is a lot of weight to these volumes, especially when you have them all in one shelf like this. Previously, if you guys saw, I did have these larger format volumes at the bottom of my shelf, mostly because of the weight, I didn't want the shelf to kind of, sag or anything. Finally, we're on the last shelf, guys, and this took way longer than I imagined, especially considering I had to re-record some segments. But anyway, here we are, we got the big boys here. So we got High School the Dead, the full color volumes here. Which is a shame that there's only 2, but again, one of the more, the first few manga that I collected, back then it was about $40 I think I paid for each of these. Now it's way more, almost double the price. Next one is Rohan at the Louvre, and this one's awesome too, full color, or The Strange Tale of Panorama Island. Highly recommended if you are a Junji Ito fan. Hellsing 1, 2, and 3, that is the complete Hellsing series. I have not finished reading it. These 2 are still sealed. I just finished the first volume, so I will eventually get to 2 and 3. Vinland Saga Deluxe Edition. I think maybe later on in the future I will collect the rest of these, but as of right now they're very pricey. and I only got the first volume just to have a look at it. I am a huge Vinland Saga fan, and I've even reacted to the anime on this channel. So Cardcaptor Sakura, this is the collector's edition. This is only the first volume though. I don't know if I'm gonna collect the rest of them. Again, this is very pricey, guys. Very, very pricey. Still sealed, so I have no need to open it right now, but it looks amazing on the shelf. And here we are, the manga that started it all, guys. The very first video I made, Attack on Titan. No regrets. No regrets at all, guys, starting this channel, you know. Rurouni Kenshin Omnibus Visbig Edition, stupid love comedy, and we have 5 centimeters per second. And we have the paperback edition and the hardcover edition and the light novel. And we have the Your Name, which is also a novel. This one's a novel, yeah. And here it is, guys, Death Note number 13. So I kind of kept it down here because, as you guys can see, the size, it doesn't match up with regular manga volumes. I don't really count the Death Note 13 as like the main, you know, along with the main manga series. 13 is kind of like a bonus manga volume, which has like a bunch of extra bonus content in it, which has nothing to do with the main story. So that's basically it, guys, when it comes to my manga. That's all my manga on the bookshelf. I didn't have any more, even though I did have 2 more shelves at the bottom. So I won't be showing off the bottom shelves because there isn't much to see. I just put in some like Nintendo Switch games. I had some deluxe editions for games like, for example, Fire Emblem, if you guys are into that. I had the Fire Emblem art book as well at the bottom. And other stuff like Funko Pops and Yu-Gi-Oh cards in boxes, etc. You know, it's nothing manga related, so the only manga related content on my bottom shelf is Shonen Jumps, which I collected back in 2004, 2005, and 2006. So again, I didn't really want to go over that since it's not, you know, part of my main manga collection. Now that's a wrap for this video, guys. I don't really have anything else to add. Most of the manga that I did show you guys on my bookshelf, I have reviewed on this channel, so you can just search it, you know, on my channel. You should be able to find most of it. There are still a lot of volumes I haven't covered or manga that I haven't reviewed. For example, Flowers of Evil, but eventually I will get to it. Again, thank you very much for the 1,000 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you did like the video, you know, leave a like, sub, comment, you know, show any support that you can. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next one. This is your host, Rich Taku, and I will be signing off.